Dipti Mataji and Asha Mataji. Then we'll have our japa meditation, which we'll all do together. So just please ensure you have your beads. Then after the meditation, we'll have Kirtan by Sridhar Prabhu. And then today, Guru Vandana will be done by Devashish Prabhu. Mangalacharan prayers by Hemlata Mataji. Prem Dhwani prayers. If any of the children are available, then we'll ask them, maybe Drone or Arju or Burbasha or Branshu. They can do the Prem Dhwani prayers and the invocation. And then we have a Chaitanya Charitamrita session by His Grace Krishna Keshav Prabhu, who joined us a few weeks ago. And then to end the evening, so then we'll have a question and answer session with him as well. And then to end the program, we'll have Nashingadev prayers by Semi Hangma Mataji. So that is the itinerary for today. I think we have, so Dipti Mataji, you're here, and Asha Mataji, you're also here. So are you happy to start with the recitation?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so
please forgive me because I'm first time doing in Sanskrit, yeah?
Oh, absolutely. You will be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. Shall we just do Om Namo Bhagavate 3 times before you start? Okay, so Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, Mataji, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Sanjay Uvacha tam tatha krupaya vistam shrupurno kulekshanam visidantam idam vakya uvacha madhusudana. Mataji, should I read the translation or the other Mataji doing it?
Yeah, so that will be done by Asha Mataji.
Okay, thank you.
Translation. Sanjaya said, seeing Arjuna full of compassion, his mind depressed, his eyes full of tears, Madhusudana, Krishna spoke the following words.
Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Kutastava Kushmalamidam Visame Samupastitam Anarya Justama Svaryak Kirti Karamarjuna. Sorry.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear Arjuna, how have these impurities come upon you? They are not at all befitting man who knows the value of life. They lead not to higher planets, but to infamy.
Kailebhyam Masama Gama Parthat Naitat Vaya Upadyate Shrudam Hadaya Dorbhayam Twat sorry Mataji Tyatvotista Paranatapa.
Lovely.
Oh, son of Pradha, do not yield to this degrading impotence. It does not become you. Give up such pretty weakness of heart and arise. Oh, chastiside of the enemy.
Arjuna Vacha Katham Bhismamaham Sankhye Dronam Cha Madhusudana Ishu Viparpati Yostyami Purja Arisudana.
Arjuna said, O killer of enemies, O killer of Madhu, how can I counter-attack with arrows in battle men like Bhishma and Drona, who are worthy of my worship?
गुरु न हत्वा हि महानुभावन् श्रेयो भोक्तुं वेक्ष्यमपि हलोके हत्वार्थकामास्तु गुरुनिहैव भुज्यीय भोगन् रुधिर प्रदिग्धान.
It would be better to live in this world by begging than to live at the cost of the lives of great souls who are my teachers. Even though desiring worldly gain, they are superiors. If they are killed, everything we enjoy will be tainted with blood.
न चैत्यविदं कत्रं नो गर्यो युद्धा जयेम यदि वा नो जयेयुः यानेव हत्वा न जिजीविषां ते ते वस्तितः प्रमुखे धातराष्ट्रः.
No, we do know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them. If we killed the sons of Dhritarashtra, we should not care to live. Yet they are now standing before us on the battlefield.
कार्पण्यदोषोपहत स्वभाव पुच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेता यच्छ्रेयस्यात्रिशिष्टं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं साधिमा त्वां प्रपन्नम्.
Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of my weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and I am surrendered unto you. Please instruct me.
नहि प्रपश्यामि ममापनु पनुद्याद यच्छोकमुच्छोषणमिन्द्रियाणाम् अवाप्य भूभाव सफलमृद्धं राज्यं सुरामणामपि चा चापि चाधिपत्यं 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 sorry forgive me.
I can find no means to drive away this grief which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it even if win a prosperous, unrevealed kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven.
संजय उवाच एकमुक्त्वा हृषीकेशं गुडाकेशं परं तप न योत्स्य इति गोविन्दा मुक्त्वा तूष्णीं बभूवः.
Sanjaya said, having spoken thus, Arjuna, chastiser of enemies, told Krishna, Govinda, I shall not fight, and fell silent.
तमुवाच ऋषिकेश सन्निव भारत सनयोरुभयो मध्ये विसीदन्तमिदं वचः.
O descendant Narada, at that time Krishna smiling, in the midst of both the any armies, spoke the following words to the grief-stricken Arjuna.
श्रीभगवानुवाच असोच्यानन्वसोचस्त्वं प्रज्ञावादांश्च भाससे गतासु न गतासूंश्च नानुशोचन्ति पंडिता.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, while speaking, learn words. You are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead.
न त्वेवाहं जातु नासं न त्वं नेमे जनाधिपा न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयमतः परम्.
Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings. nor in the future shall any of us cease to be.
देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तर तर प्रपति प्रपति प्रपतिर्धीरस्तरा न मुह्यति.
As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is not bewildered by such a change.
मात्रास्परस्तु कौन्तेय शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखदः अगमापायिनो नित्यस्तमतितिक्षव भारत.
O son of Kundi, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course are like to appearance and disappearance of winter and summer season. They arise from sense of perception, O son of Bharata, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed.
यम हीन व्यथ्यन्ते व्यथ्यन्त्येते पुरुषं पुरुषर्षभः समदुःख दुःखं धीरं सोम मृत्युवय कल्पते.
O best among men, Arjuna, the person who is not disturbed by happiness and distress and is steady in both is certainly eligible for liberation.
नास्तो विदते भावो नाभावो विदते सत उभयोरपि द्रष्टोऽन्तस्त उभयो अपि द्रष्टो न तस् तव अन्योस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः.
Those who are seers of the truth have concluded that of the non-existent, the material body, there is no endurance, and of the eternal, the soul, there is no change. This they have concluded by studying the nature of both.
अविनाशी तु त्वदीद्रियनं सर्वमिदं ततं विषाम अव्याव्यस्यस न कसित कर्तुम् अर्हति.
That which perverts the entire body, you should know to be indestructible. No one is able to destroy that imperishable soul.
अनन्तवन्त इमे देहा नित्यास्योक्ता शरीरिण अनासीनो प्रमेयस्या तस्मद् युध्यस्व भारत.
The material body of indestructible, immeasurable, and eternal living entity is sure to come to an end. Therefore, fight, O descendant of Bharata.
ये एनं वेति हन्तारं यश्चैनं मन्यते हतम् उभौ तौ न विजानीतो नायं हन्ति न हन्यते.
Neither he who thinks the living entity the slayer, nor who thinks it slain in knowledge. For this self slays, not know is slain.
न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचि नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे.
For the soul, there is neither birth nor death at any time. He has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain.
वेदा विनाशीनं नित्यं यन जमव्ययं कथं स पुरुष पार्थ कं दातयति हन्ति कम.
O Partha, how can a person who knows that the soul is indestructible, eternal, unborn, and immutable kill anyone or cause anyone to kill?
वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णन्ति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णा अन्यानि संयति नवानि देहि.
As a person puts on a new garments, giving up old ones, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and useless ones.
नैनं छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनं दहति पावक न चैन कले दयन्त्यापो न शोषयति मारुत.
The soul can never be cut into pieces by any weapon, nor burned by fire, nor moistened by water, nor withered by the wind.
अच्छेद्योऽयम् अधयोऽयम् आल्केद्यो शोष्य इव च नित्य सर्वगतः सत्यन अचलोऽयं सनातन.
This individual soul is unbreakable and insoluble, and can be neither burnt or dried. He is everlasting, present everywhere, unchangeable, immovable, and eternally the same.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much to both of you. Dipti Mataji and Asha Mataji, that was very beautifully done. You synchronized it really well. So Dipti Mataji, maybe that was your first time, but you sounded really professional, like really learned. And Asha Mataji, that was lovely too. Thank you so much. You did it very well together. Thank
Sorry,
you.
Mother, apologize for my pronunciation. So,
No, absolutely not. And I think this is the beauty of this, that like Krishna will self-correct us also. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, both of you. Hare Krishna.
Forgive me for all the mistakes.
Oh, absolutely. Please, I'm like, you should hear me say it. It's much it's, you guys were absolutely, and if it's your first time, that was really, really good. Thank you so much. So now we're moving on to our japa meditation. So if everyone can just get their beads, and I'll just welcome Sridhar Prabhu, Devashish Prabhu, and Hina Mataji. Hina Mataji, is it your first time you're joining us?
No, I have before, but some issues I can't. I haven't attended this meditation, but yeah, I just prayer. Prayer. Okay, I will join. Continue.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much, Hina Mataji. So if everyone can just get the beads, and I will just share. Okay. Devashish Prabhu's Arju drone there?
Mataji, drone is around, but I need to find him.
Okay, maybe he can do Jai Shri Krishna for us.
Yes, one second.
Yeah, thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shri Asadi Gaura Bhaktavinda.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare. Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay. Jai Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhara, Shivasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhara, Shivasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhara, Shivasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna. So if anyone is still chanting, please kindly chant in the background. And if Sridhar Prabhu and I'm sure Supriya Mataji is going to be joining, if they're ready, we're ready for them. Hare Krishna. Mataji, would you, Prabhu, Mataji, would you like me to put a kirtan on for you, or
We'll do Mahamantra Kirtan, Mataji.
you're going to do Mahamantra? Okay, fantastic. Okay, so we're ready to start whenever you are. I'll put on a nice I'll try and find a nice picture of Krishna.
Okay, Mataji. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine
Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavati Pashatyadeshatarine
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Rama Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
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 Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama
Rama
Rama
Rama
Hare Hare
Jaya Radha Govind, Radha Govind, Radha Govind, Shri Radhe.
Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Shri Radhe
Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Shri Radhe.
Jaya Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Shri Radhe
Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman.
Jaya Sita Ram
Ram
Lakshman
Lakshman Hanuman
Jaya
Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman
Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra.
Jaya
Jaya
Jagannath
Jagannath Jaya
Jaya
Jagannath
Jaya Baladeva Jaya
Jaya
Subhadra
Subhadra
Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva.
Jaya
Jaya
Panchatattva
Panchatattva
Jaya
Jaya
Panchatattva
Panchatattva
Jaya
Jaya
Panchatattva
Panchatattva
Jaya
Jaya
Panchatattva
Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari.
Jaya
Jaya Sachinanda
Sachinandana Jaya
Jaya
Gaura
Gaura
Hari
Hari
Jaya
Jaya
Sachinandana
Sachinanda
Jaya
Jaya
Gaura
Gaura
Hari
Hari
Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram.
Jaya
Jaya
Nityananda
Nityananda
Ram
Ram
Jaya
Jaya
Nityananda
Nityananda
Ram
Ram
Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram.
Jaya Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari, Hari Gaura Hari.
Jaya
Gaura Hari,
Jaya
Jaya
Gaura
Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari,
Jaya
Jaya
Gaura
Gaura
Hari.
Jaya
Hari.
Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya
Jaya
Prabhupada,
Prabhupada,
Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya
Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya
Jai
Gurudev,
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 Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Nitai
Gurudev.
Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari
Hari
Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
हरिनाम संकीर्त यज्ञ की जय
Jai.
आदि की
Jai.
Jai.
कोटि भक्त वृंद की
Jai.
हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Sridhar Prabhu and Supriya Mataji. That was absolutely just like Krishna and his flute. Very beautiful. Thank you so much. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much.
It's very beautiful. Okay, so now moving on to the Guru Vandana prayers, and today Devashish Prabhu will be doing them. So, Prabhu, are you there?
Yes, Mataji, very well.
Okay, so whenever you're ready.
Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevali Bhakati Sadma Sri Guru Charana
Kevala Bhakati Sadma
Bandamui Shabdhana Mate
Bandhu Sarvadharma
Yaharo Prasade Bhai E Bhavo Toriya Jai
Jahara Prasade Bhai E Bhava Toriya Jai
Krishna Prapti Hai Jaha Hoite
Krishna
Krishna
Prapti Ho
Ho Jahan
Hoite
Krishna Prapti Hai Jaha Hoite
Krishna Prapti Hoi Jahan Hoite
Guru Mukha Padma Bhakko Chitte Koriya Vakko
Guru
Padma Vakya Titete Koriya Kya
Guru Mukha Padma Bhakko Chitte Koriya Vakko
Guru
Guru
Padma Vakya Titete Koriya Kya
Arna kori ho mone asha
Arna kariyo mane asha
Arna kori ho mone asha
Anara kariyo mane asha
Guru charane rati Aishe uttama goti
Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttamagati
হে প্রসাদে পুরে সর্ব আশা
He Prasade Pure Sarva Asha
হে প্রসাদে পুরে সর্ব আশা
Je Prasade Pure Sarva Asha
চক্ষুদান দিল যে জন্মে জন্মে প্রভু সে
Chakudano Dilo Jai Janme Janme Prabhu Say
চক্ষুদান দিল যে জন্মে জন্মে প্রভু সে
Chakudano Dilo Jai Janme Janme Prabhu Say
দিব্য জ্ঞান হৃদে প্রকাশিত
Divya Gyan Hridde Prakashito
দিব্য জ্ঞান হৃদে প্রকাশিত
Divya Gyan Hridde Prakashito
প্রেম ভক্তি যাহা হইতে অবিদ্যা বিনাশ যাতে
Prema Bhakti Jaha Hoite Avidya Vinash Jate
প্রেম ভক্তি যাহা হইতে অবিদ্যা বিনাশ যাতে
Prema Bhakti Jaha Hoite Avidya Vinash Jate
বেদে গায় যাহার চরিত
Vede Gai Jahar Charito
বেদে গায় যাহার চরিত
Vede Gai Jahar Charito
গুরু করুণা সিন্ধু অধম জনর বন্ধু
Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu
গুরু করুণা সিন্ধু অধম জনর বন্ধু
Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu
আহা লোকনাথ লোকের জীবন
Lokenath Lokera Jivana
লোকনাথ লোকের জীবন
Lokenath Lokera Jivana
মহাপ্রভু করো দয়া দেহ মোরে পদ ছায়া
Mahaprabhu Karo Daya Deho More Pad Chaya
মহাপ্রভু করো দয়া দেহ মোরে পদ ছায়া
Mahaprabhu Karo Daya Deho More Pad Chaya
দেবে যশ ঘুষ ত্রিভুবন
Ede Jasa Gushuk Tribhuvana
দেবে যশ ঘুষ ত্রিভুবন
Ede Jasa Gushuk Tribhuvana
পতিত পাবন
Lila Prabhupada Patita Pavana
প্রভুপাদ পতিত পাবন
Lila Prabhupada Patita Pavana
জয় প্রভুপাদ 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 শিল প্রভুপাদ
Jaya Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada
জয় প্রভুপাদ প্রভুপাদ শিল প্রভুপাদ
Jaya Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada
নিতাই গৌর হরিব
Hari Bol
হরি বল নিতাই গৌর হরিব
Nittai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nittai Gaura Hari Bol
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for singing these beautiful prayers to our beloved Guru. So now moving on, we have Mangalacharan prayers by Hemlata Mataji. So,
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good Mataji. I have Mangalacharan with me, so it's okay.
You have it, yeah? Okay then.
I'll start.
Yes.
Om Ajnanitimirandhasya Jnananjan Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvatam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitascha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenbandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapt Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Krishna, beautiful. Thank you so much. Very melodious, Mataji. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so Amol Prabhu, would you be kind enough to please do the Prem prayers for us?
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll just bring them up. There we go.
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस श्रील एसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की
जय।
Jai.
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद् भक्तिसिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की
जय
जय
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की
जय
जय
नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की
जय
जय
प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की
जय
श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्यामा कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की
जय
जय
वृंदावन धाम की
जय
जय
मथुरा धाम की
जय
जय
नवदीप धाम की
जय
जय
मायापुर धाम की
जय
जय
जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की
जय
गंगा माई की
जय
जय
यमुना माई की
जय
जय
तुलसी देवी की
जय
जय
भक्ति देवी की
जय
जय
समवेत भक्त वृंद की
जय
जय
गौर प्रेमानंदे
हरि
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 बोल
बोल
all glories to the assembled devotees
हरे
हरे कृष्णा
all glories to the assembled devotees
हरे
हरे कृष्णा
all glories to the assembled devotees
हरे
हरे कृष्णा
all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga.
हरि हरि
हरि
बोल
बोल
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Amol Prabhu. It's very beautifully sung and recited. So now we're moving on to our invocation prayers. So is Arju or Dhron there, Debashish Prabhu?
They've gone back again, Mataji.
They've gone back. Okay. Is it possible for you to call them?
Yes, one second.
Oh, thank you. And then in the meantime, if I just hopefully yes, Krishna Keshav Prabhu is here with us. Hare Krishna Prabhu, can you hear us?
I can. Hare Krishna to you.
Hare Krishna. You know your voice is slightly faint. Is that?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
I just moved the mic.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Hare Krishna. Thank you
Hare
so much, Dhron, for that. Hare Krishna. So we are so fortunate again to have Krishna Keshav Prabhu with us. Prabhu, we always look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for sharing your valuable time with us. So today you're going to be speaking on Chaitanya Charitamrita?
That's right, yes.
Fantastic. Are you going to share?
I'll share, yeah.
Okay, fab. Okay, I think I've unshared anyway.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Wonderful to see you all again. And I think we're talking about the paragraph of the introduction of the Chaitanya Charitamrita today. At least that's the paragraph I was given. So let me share that paragraph with you and let's get straight into it today. So actually, before we do that, Lord Chaitanya, he set an example, didn't he, for us? He lived like an acharya. What is an acharya? What do we know? What do you understand by the word acharya?
Who practically performs his activities, shows an example model.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Somebody who teaches by living an example. So the way he lives becomes our whole example. And that, of course, was Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Srila Prabhupada, of course, followed that example down to the letter, I think. And this paragraph that we're going to read from the introduction that Srila Prabhupada wrote points out to us that even though Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself, he still accepted one of our deepest principles and one of the most important steps in our tradition, which we'll come to now. So if somebody would like to read the slide that's about to come up, it's just the actual paragraph. I know you've probably all read it, but it's probably just nice to refresh it. Just give me 1 sec. Here we are. Yeah. Somebody want to read that?
Can it, Prabhu?
Please carry on, Prabhu.
One may ask that if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, then why did he need a spiritual master? Of course, he did not need a spiritual master, but because he was playing the role of Acharya, one who teaches by example, he accepts spiritual master. But Krishna himself accepts a spiritual master. For that is the system. In this way, the Lord sets the example for men. We should not think, however, that the Lord takes a spiritual master because he is in want of knowledge. He is simply stressing the importance of accepting the disciplic succession. The knowledge taught in the disciplic succession actually comes from the Lord himself. And if the knowledge isn't unbroken, it is perfect. Although we may not be in touch with the original personality who first imparted the knowledge, we may receive the same knowledge through this process of transmission. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that Krishna, the absolute truth, the personality of Godhead, transmitted transcendental knowledge into the heart of Brahma. This is one way knowledge is received, through the heart. Thus, there are two processes by which one may receive knowledge. One depends directly upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is situated as a super soul within the heart of all living entities. And the other depends upon the Guru or spiritual master, who is an expansion of Krishna. Thus, Krishna transmits information both from within and from without. We simply have to receive it. If knowledge is received in this way, it doesn't matter whether it is inconceivable or not.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
There's lots of interesting things, I guess, going on here in this introduction to the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we read it there, but let me just come back to you. Why does the Lord accept a guru? Why does the Lord accept a spiritual master? Let's hear from you for a bit. Any ideas? Let's start with Prabhu, who was reading there? Sridhar Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
What do you think? Why don't you kick it off since you read? Why does the Lord himself, I mean, he's God. Why does he need to accept a spiritual master, a guru?
He's an example. He's an example to show this is how you should get knowledge.
This is how you should get knowledge. Okay, this is good. Anything else? Anybody else? So we have, he's giving us an example. That's very good. It's probably the most important thing. But there's a few things going on here. What about Debashish Prabhu? What do you think? You're muted, Prabhu. We can't hear you.
Prabhu, sorry, I just missed that part. I just had to go to the.
Oh, that's all right. My question was, although Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself,
yes,
why does he feel the need to accept a guru and a spiritual master? Why does he feel the need to, go through this process? We've already had, because he wants to set an example. So that's one answer. Can you think of anything else?
Yeah, already Prabhu said that is an example, to set up an example. What else?
Struggling with that one.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, no problem. Anybody else have any inkling or any other thoughts that might come to you?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji,
I
please.
think spiritual master is ambassador of Krishna.
Yes. He's an ambassador of Krishna. So why does Krishna need to have an ambassador train him when he's here? He trained the trainer in the spiritual world. Why does he have to come down and train the trainer or get trained by the trainer when he comes here? See, he gives the guru instruction somewhere through the heart, through his guru, doesn't he? And then all of a sudden he pops up on down here on planet Earth and he says, actually, I need a teacher. Why does he do that? Any thoughts apart from as an example, Mataji? What do you think?
So here, so as of now, Krishna is there, so he can be an example. Once Krishna departs, but who will be here? So Guru will be here. So that Guru Parampara will continue. Evam Parampara Praptam Imam Rajashyo Viduhu.
Yes,
so all
good.
the conditioned souls can come and take the shelter of Guru. And Guru will give Krishna to all the people.
Yeah. So if Krishna is at the head of our parampara, he feels it's absolutely important for us living entities not to forget these spiritual traditions. So he comes and he sets a huge example, but he's basically demonstrating to us the importance of following a process. Right? Sometimes people say to me, why do you have these processes and rules and regulations? Well, rules is a strong word. Regulations is also a strong word. I like to use the word direction because it's a little softer. It means the same thing in many ways, or it can do, but we take direction. So he's making sure that we don't forget the importance of taking direction. And this principle of accepting a guru is the foundation upon which all spiritual advancement or knowledge is built, isn't it? And it's not just here in ISKCON. Obviously, all the Vaishnava Sampradayas have this system of spiritual master, but it's not just strictly related to the faiths of India or the people who believe in Krishna or our deities. Think about this. I was in the church, as I said before. So we had, when I became a Catholic, I had a sponsor. I had a godfather. Like we would say, I have god brothers and god sisters, and I call the person who puts me in touch with my god brothers and god sisters is my guru. In the Catholic Church, you have a godfather. You don't call him a guru, you call him godfather. Basically, that's who your guru is supposed to be. Yeah, and the tradition's been kind of messed up a bit. So you might hear, oh, they're my godparents, they're his godparents. But there's not much religion going on. Also, the parish priest, the person you see at the church will be your guru. Muslims, they go to the mosque and they speak to the imam or his other people who help him run the mosque. So these traditions are there. Think about when we go to work. We start a new job, what happens? We have to take instruction, don't we? You learn to drive a car, you have to take instruction. When you're learning to eat with your hands and with knives and forks, as you might do in parts of the West, when you need to wash yourself, somebody has to teach you. Mummy teaches you, mother and father teach you. We say mother is our original guru, don't we? Yes. So it doesn't matter what kind of life we have, even in the animal kingdom. How do the young in the animal kingdom learn? By observing. They learn by observing, their parents. When you see birds in nests, they bring food for the younglings, but then the younglings observe how the parents fly from the nest. They observe how they hunt. Same with foxes and lions and tigers and bears. Everybody's learning from everybody else. This is the nature of the world. This is how the world works. This is probably how the material universe works. So this principle of accepting instruction is not just only the foundation of all spiritual advancements, it's the foundation of life. Because we can't do we're not born with this knowledge in our head. Anything. We have to learn and we take instruction. So Lord Chaitanya and Krishna, Lord Krishna, they are the source of all our knowledge. They both accepted a guru. Yeah. To teach the importance of following the Shastra, yes, and to teach the importance of offering respects to a sadhu, saintly persons, and of understanding the need to be able to attentively hear. Right? When we have problems in life, what happens? We need to listen to each other, don't we? Right? So all these things, they're really important things in all our lives. And they're happening on a day-to-day basis, and we don't actually realize how important they are because they're just everyday things we do. We don't think anything of them. But if you didn't have that driving instructor, you wouldn't be on the road driving a car. At least not in this country. Not legally anyway. So many things are always going on. Now, Krishna doesn't need a guru. Lord Chaitanya doesn't need a guru. But they want to make sure that we don't forget these foundations, these principles through which we can advance, through which we can grow, and eventually we can find our way back home. And there was another important point, of course, which Amok Prabhu, you made there, about the disciplic succession. What is another word for disciplic succession?
Guru Parampara.
Guru Parampara, yes. Yeah. So in our system of Parampara, our knowledge is transmitted from Krishna down through the spiritual master, down to us disciples. And Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he accepted Ishvarapuri as his guru. And it's also why Krishna accepted, who did Krishna accept as his guru? As one of his teachers? Sandipani Muni, yes. Yeah. So both Lord Chaitanya and Krishna, they demonstrate to us that even in such a high position, we call Lord Chaitanya, his name, he was born Vishvambar. What does that mean? Anybody know what that means? Has a significant meaning, Vishvambar.
One who maintains the universe.
One who maintains the universe, yeah. So we're talking about the man who maintains the universe and the man who's created it all. Okay? And they feel the need to accept instruction. And it also reminds us of our position. If the Lord can humble himself to that level, who are we to be all puffed up? Huh? Something we should be mindful of, isn't it? There's a significant verse in the Bhagavad Gita talking about parampara. I think Amol Prabhu, you might have mentioned it there. Evam parampara praptam, evam raja shriyo vidduhu. This supreme science was received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly kings of old understood it in that way. So it's an age-old tradition. And in this verse, in that line from the verse 4.2 of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains that knowledge must be passed down in an unbroken chain of spiritual masters. So he's given the instruction to Arjuna as well there in the Gita. When knowledge is passed through Guru Parampara, it remains perfect. It remains unaltered, and it remains potent. So it has immense potency to attract the believers and the followers that come after. Srila Prabhupada understood this, didn't he? And he brought us this knowledge in a beautiful way. I might have explained to you once before that my parents are of the Pushti Marg tradition. And it was very difficult for me to understand Krishna at the beginning. I didn't get it all, nobody could really explain all these important things to me. And through Prabhupada's work, I've been able to understand, and it's brought us closer together as a family. So many things can happen on this journey of being inspired and following a spiritual master. There are many ways, of course, to receive this knowledge. We can receive knowledge in many, many different ways, but our Shastra teaches us about two primary ways to receive knowledge. One is from Paramatma. We say Krishna is present in everybody's heart as the super soul. He directs us and guides us from within. And he actually explains this himself, doesn't he? In the Bhagavad Gita, he says to Arjuna, Desham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam to those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, he says. I forgot what he said there. He says, I give them the understanding by which they can come to me. And the second way is, of course, through our Guru. We receive knowledge internally through the Paramatma and externally through the spiritual master. Our Guru is a manifestation of Krishna's mercy. Just as Krishna teaches from within us through his Paramatma feature, he also teaches us from without, from outside, externally, through our Guru and the spiritual master. There's an important verse, I think Prabhupada quotes it quite a lot. Tad vijnanartham sagurum eva vigachet. Think that's how it goes. It says, it's from the Mundaka Upanishad. It says that if you want to understand this transcendental science, then you need to approach a bona fide spiritual master. And it reinforces us, doesn't it, that point, that in order to understand this knowledge properly, we must accept a guru. We can say so much more about this, about how we receive knowledge, but I think there's some interesting stories as well that we can discuss. Anybody think of any stories from the Shastra which can help us to understand this? There's some big stories. You must know some of them.
Hare
Yeah,
Krishna Prabhu,
go on.
Narad Muni and Dhruva, Prahlad.
Yeah, so many different things. Narad Muni, Dhruva. I mean, let's talk about some of those. How about Narad Muni? Yeah, in the Bhagavatam, Narad Muni is, of course, one of the greatest devotees of Krishna. And he himself received knowledge in an absolutely miraculous way, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
In a previous life, Narad Muni was the son of a maidservant. He was a good, gentle boy, devoted to his mother. And he was hardworking. His mother would serve many, many people who came through their village. He also served many great saintly devotees. And Narad Muni was quite extraordinary because he took pleasure in serving these sages and listening to their discussions on spiritual topics. Because of his sincerity, the sages, they blessed him with transcendental knowledge. Many would stay, with Narad Muni there. And after they departed, Narad Muni went into deep meditation. And one day the Lord, he appeared in his heart, revealing this divine knowledge to him. And this illustrates to us how spiritual knowledge, it can come through different sources and different kinds of association, with people who we hear and people who act as our gurus. And we can also realize some of this knowledge in the heart when Krishna reveals himself. Narad Muni's life, I guess it exemplifies all the different ways that we can receive knowledge externally and internally. So Lord Chaitanya, he accepted a guru not because he needed to, but because he wanted to show us the importance of following in the Guru Parampara, this unbroken chain, where we can get perfect information. And this system of knowledge ensures to us that transcendental knowledge remains intact and potent. Yeah. There are other areas where we can find. How about Lord Rama? Yes, Lord Ramachandra. He's the embodiment of all dharma. He's another avatar of Krishna. He also accepted a spiritual master. We can read in the Ramayana that Lord Ram and his brothers Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughan, they were educated by the great sage Vashishta. Even though Lord Ram is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he accepted the guidance of a guru to learn the principles of life and dharma. Again, this is the Lord. He's accepting. As the Supreme Lord, he's accepting that even while he's enacting all these pastimes as a human on this earth, he adheres to the established system of receiving knowledge, spiritual knowledge, through a bona fide guru. In the Bhagavad Gita, I think it's 4.34, Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Krishna says to Arjuna, just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and offer service to him. What do we do in our spiritual lives? It's what we do, isn't it? We try and offer service wherever we can to our spiritual masters and to other devotees. When we offer service to other devotees and to the temple, we're offering it on behalf of our guru. Yeah. We can't forget also this example we talked about earlier of Krishna himself. As a young boy, he accepted Sandipani Muni as his spiritual master. Krishna and Sudama, they lived in Sandipani Muni's ashram, where they studied Vedic literature, Vedic arts, everything they needed to know. And this particular example, of course, is really, really profound, because Krishna, Sri Krishna, is the source, ultimate source of all knowledge. And yet he still felt he should demonstrate to us the importance of approaching a guru for instruction. And think about this in another way. If you didn't know that he was Krishna, you'd think, what a humble, sweet little boy. I could learn a lot from him, wouldn't you? Something to think about. You can find out more about this story. Actually, it is quite a beautiful story in chapter 45 of Canto 10 of the Srimad Bhagavatam. And there's another part of this story as well, that Krishna actually had so much love and respect for his guru that when Sandipani Muni's son, was stuck in the ocean of Yamaraj, yes, Krishna, out of respect for his guru, he went and retrieved his son from that ocean. It's a wonderful story there to read. If we had more time, we could probably explore this in a lot more detail, but there's a few more examples I wanted to come through. So even this verse, 4.34 in the Gita there, it emphasizes to us how important that even Krishna felt that this etiquette of serving and learning and serving from a guru, how essential and how important it is for us as conditioned souls. We get so wrapped up in our everyday things of, eat, sleep, work, repeat, eat, sleep, work, repeat, yeah? We forget what's really important sometimes. Think about another example. We talked about Narad Muni, learning from, having a wonderful way of learning. What about Srila Vyasadeva? Who did Srila Vyasadeva accept? He accepted Narad Muni, didn't he? Srila Vyasadeva is the literary incarnation of the Lord. Vyasadeva, he compiled all the Vedas. He wrote the Mahabharata. He presented us with the Vedanta Sutras and the Srimad Bhagavatam. Yet, despite all this vast knowledge and accomplishment, he felt dissatisfied. He sought enlightenment from Narad Muni. He took instruction from Narad Muni. You can find in Bhagavatam 1.5.4, where Narad Muni instructs Srila Vyasadeva, and he directs him to focus on glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his writings, because that was missing. And only after receiving this guidance from his guru did Vyasadeva experience his full satisfaction. And he was considered at the time to be one of the greatest sages. We know that he is the literary incarnation of Krishna. And that shows that even such a personality felt he needed the direction to be able to align himself properly in that particular service. It's the mood and the mentality that they transfer themselves into to show us how we should be. What about Arjun in the Gita? Yeah, Arjun says in the Gita, he says, Shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Yes, now I am your disciple. I am a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. Because he was confused about doing this war, about getting involved. He acknowledged in that moment Krishna was it not only his best friend, but also his most important spiritual master, his important guide. He humbled himself, despite being an overwhelmingly powerful warrior, just so that he could receive Krishna's guidance and the knowledge that he needed to go forward in this great endeavor. Mataji, you mentioned earlier Prahlad. Shri Prahlad, he accepted Narad Muni too, didn't he? Prahlad Maharaj was one of our greatest examples of a devotee. And he received spiritual knowledge while still in the womb of his mother. His spiritual master, of course, was none other than Narad Muni, who instructed Prahlad Maharaj's mother through her pregnancy. Even though Prahlad Maharaj was born in a family of demons, yeah, Hiranyakashipu, yes, he still received knowledge from his guru, and that made him into a pure devotee. Prahlad Maharaj's devotion to Lord Narasimhadev grew because of his faithful adherence to the teachings he received from Narad Muni. In the Bhagavatam, in the 7th canto, I think it's chapter 9, verse 26 or 27, Guru Shushraya Bhaktya Sarvalabdharpanena Cha. By rendering service to the spiritual master with faith and devotion, one can become perfect. And this verse, it kind of underlines that true knowledge and devotion, they come through serving and learning from the spiritual master, just as Prahlad Maharaj had demonstrated. So there's quite a lot going on there, really, isn't there? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he accepted a guru because he needed to, not because he needed to, sorry, but because he wanted to show us the importance of following in the Guru Parampara. He wanted us to remember that this system of transmission of knowledge ensures that this spiritual knowledge remains not only intact and potent, but it can stay with us. I said earlier that there are a couple of ways we can receive knowledge. Two important ways we can receive knowledge. One, through the Supersoul, through the Paramatma within. And secondly, of course, through the Guru, who is outside. Who is Guru in the scope of all of these things? Guru is Ashraya Vigraha. Sorry. Yeah, Ashraya Vigraha, isn't he? He's the shelter-giving principle of Krishna. Ashraya. So Krishna is there within his heart. Krishna is there within our heart. But Krishna is present there with us when we're taking instruction from Guru. There is a wonderful passage in one of our Shastra, and I'm trying to rack my brains with which one, but Srila Jiva Goswami, he does say that when actually the great Saint Tukaram also says this, that when we are in Kirtan, when we're chanting the holy names of Krishna, he comes and sits beside us. He is there beside us. So when we are taking instruction from this external source of Guru, as Ashraya Vigraha, he's Krishna's shelter-giving principle. We're experiencing the shelter that Krishna is giving us, not only through instruction and guidance, but through compassion and kindness. So our role is to be sincere when we go out to seek this spiritual knowledge. And it's also to be sincere in the way we serve, not just each other and our Guru, but the world in general. Because what they see of our behavior is a direct reflection of our Guru and therefore of our movement. Something for us to think about when we go about our daily business every day. A little bit of road rage, turn it down. I'm very guilty of that, by the way. I do that a lot. So I think just to quickly, I guess we could wrap up there is we can take inspiration, from these great personalities, from the lives of these great personalities. Narad Muni, Prahlad Maharaj, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Ramachandra, Sri Krishna. We can take inspiration from these great personalities and we can seek shelter of a bona fide spiritual master who can help us then to go back home to Krishna, go back home to Godhead. Whether it's Lord Chaitanya, whether it's Lord Rama, whether it's Sri Krishna, whether it's Srila Vyasadeva or Arjun, all of them, they show us that the path of knowledge and devotion must be pursued properly under the guidance of a bona fide guru. And the role of a guru is no more or less important today than it was 1,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago or 5,000 years ago, because it's essential in preserving this unbroken chain of knowledge known as parampara. And it ensures that we, as aspiring devotees, not only receive that knowledge in its pure form, but can accept it sincerely. And then translate that, with the love that Krishna wants us to show out there in the world, to make a difference. Not just eat, sleep, work, repeat. There's a bigger, wider message here. I just want to share one more thing with you, and that's from Srila Prabhupada. See, there's two things I would like to share. Yeah. One is a short video clip, if I can find it. I just remembered that bit. And another one is this quote. So if you can just bear with me for 1 minute, I'm going to share this slide, if you could read it. Srila Prabhupada, he wanted us, right, not only to receive transcendental knowledge, but to be able to do the following. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter that you try to understand the science of Krishna. But if you do try to understand the science of Krishna, as it says on the slide here, then you can become a guru. And actually, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. So Srila Prabhupada says there in this lecture on Bhagavad Gita 4.15, Bombay, April 4th, 1974. Would somebody like to read this, please?
Shall I read, Prabhuji?
Yes, please.
Amrita Sachi Mataji, would you like to read?
Okay, Prabhuji. In whatever position you are, you try to understand the science of Krishna. Then you become Guru. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. Lecture on Bhagavad Gita 4.15, Mumbai, April 4, 1974. It does not matter whether one is a Brahman, Kiva, Vipra, kiva Sudra, or one is a Sudra, kiva Vipra, kiva Nayashi, Kene Nae, or whether he is sannyasi. A Krishna Tattva Veta. One must know the signs of Krishna. The signs of Krishna is being mm, explained by Krishna himself. So, in whatever position you are, you try to understand the signs of Krishna. Then you become a guru. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's missions. Yare dekhe tare kaha Krishna upadesha. Amara ajnane guru hana tara ei desha. Chaitanya Chandra Madhya Lila 7.128. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. He says, you become a spiritual master. How? I have no qualification. No, you just accept my order. So what is your order, sir? Yare dekhe tare kahe Krishna upadesha. You simply speak the instruction of Krishna, whoever you meet. Then you become a spiritual master. So actually it is happening. We are not a wonderful man, but our only business is that we are speaking only the same things as Krishna has spoken. That's all. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Do you see what's happening here? Doesn't mean we all have to go out there and start taking disciples, just to be clear, right? we don't want to, well, unless you're ready for something like that, we don't want to do that. But what we do want to do, and this is the important point, okay? Accepting a guru. When we see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission was that you become guru, it means you go out and you spread this knowledge. We were told in every town and every city, no? My Senapati Bhakt will come. Well, he came. He's came and he's round the world now. So Prabhupada would now like for us to continue this movement. Now think about this logically, where we are today in ISKCON. Our gurus are getting older. Yes? A new line of, spiritual masters is slowly coming up. But there are less of them. Because the commitment is hard. Yeah. There are fewer sannyasis and there are fewer people now taking up this mantle of guru. Many want to, but many are not ready yet. And eventually some more will become ready. But as a society, we can do what Srila Prabhupada really wanted us to do. Two things. He said, your love for me will be shown by how much you cooperate to keep this movement together after I am gone. That means that when we do disagree with things that GBC or temple management or local sangha or whatever it is do, rather than walk away, we should try and deal with it in a nicer way. Yeah. Either accept what is happening and slowly change will come if it's necessary. And if it's not, maybe we should think that, this is not how it's meant to be. Sometimes we get wrapped up in our own things. So that's one thing. But the other thing is to keep the message going. Yeah. We're doing a lovely job here in this Sangha, aren't we? By keeping us together and keeping that message flowing. We're actually carrying out Srila Prabhupada's work by coming together like this. And I'm going to prove that to you now, because there's a wonderful video I would like to share with you on this topic. And these are Srila Prabhupada's words. And I'm hoping, I have found the right clip. So I'm going to now just optimize my Zoom for sound and video so that I can share it with you properly. Ah, there it is.
So, my dear boys and girls, about 6 years ago, I came to your country single-handed with these pair of symbols. Now, you are so many chanting Hare Krishna. That is my success. Lord Chaitanya desired that in all the towns, in as many towns and villages as they are on the surface of the globe, my name will be broadcast. My plan was, if I can convince the younger generation of America, they will take up. I am an old man. I came here at the age of 70 years. Now I am 76. So, my warning is already there. In 1971, I had a severe heart attack. You know all. So, the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is now in your hand. If you kindly take this Krishna consciousness movement seriously, your country will be saved and the whole world will be saved. So these boys are helping me. They should come forward, younger generation of India, they should join this movement and spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. That is India's business. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Bharat bhumite manusya janma hailo ja, janma sarthak kari karo paropakar.
Isn't that beautiful, isn't it? Mm? It's his voice there. It's just so genuine, so sincere that it makes me choke. Yeah. This is what Srila Prabhupada gave us. And he gave it to us because of the instructions of his spiritual master. He said, I am just following the orders of my spiritual master, nothing more. I am just presenting the words of my acharyas, he would say. This is a sincere soul who is following in parampara. And he wants us to do the same. And in our Chaitanya Charitamrita there, he's highlighted that passage for us so that we can remember the importance of accepting Guru, following in the parampara, and continuing the message of Lord Chaitanya and helping Srila Prabhupada to continue his work through our association. Hare Krishna. Any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, yes.
Your class was so wonderful. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I have a single question, so some people, they come and they say, Paramatma within is there, so he can guide, basically. Then why I really wants to take up, no matter whatever explanation we give from Shastras. But this is also going on, if my internal Paramatma is showing, then what's the problem? Why we really need to take?
See, internal Paramatma is one thing. It's like a little voice in your head.
Yeah.
Right? Think about this. One day you are walking in the road and you see a group of boys with their hoods on, smoking these funny smelling cigarettes across the road. And you think, but the shop I need to go is there. Your voice in your head is saying, don't cross the road. Correct?
Yeah.
But you cross the road anyway. And as you cross the road, one of them snatches your phone, runs off. And you'll think, Hare Baba, I knew I should never cross the road. Correct?
Yeah.
So you know this to be true. You also know that this voice inside you. Many people will dismiss that voice as, oh, it's my instinct. Is it your instinct? Paramatma cannot drive the car for you. You have to drive the car yourself. Paramatma is a passenger. He's observing, he's witnessing and understanding. And every now and then he'll give you a little nudge, just like a passenger. But he can't live this for you. You have to live this for yourself because you are the individual spirit soul. Yeah? And you have to take instruction from a living person. Remember the examples we gave when you go to drive a car. Paramatma is not going to show you how to drive the car, is he? Same as if you want to learn spiritual knowledge and if you want to understand the words of the Shastra. You will not learn that directly from the Paramatma unless, of course, you are somebody like Srila Prabhupada. And even he had a spiritual master. But look how many years it took for him to learn before he could get to the position of being an acharya. He wasn't even seeking that position, but it happened automatically because of his sincerity. And because he actually followed Krishna's instructions, Lord Chaitanya's instructions. He carried out the order of his guru. His guru said, go to the West and print books. And he would always say, as I've just said, I am doing nothing. All I'm doing is following the instructions of my spiritual master. The words that I give you, they are not mine. They are words of the Vaishnavacharyas. I'm simply repeating what they have taught me. It tells you, doesn't it, why you need a spiritual master? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji.
And now and sometimes in the life, like we discuss with the devotees and for the guidance and things, because our guru is not really here with us. So we used to discuss, but different devotees give different suggestions.
Yes.
Even the Siksha guru is also a guru, none other than Krishna. So in that case, like, how can we take it? Like, should we have to, we have some particular inclination, maybe that's also there from inside. So whoever gives that type of advices, can we have to go about it, or?
It depends, I guess, on the advice and what it is. You know, if you're talking about getting married or, you know, starting a family, buying a house, something that's really big, you know, you would talk to your closest associates. You would also probably talk to your Shiksha Guru, wouldn't you? But whose blessing do you really want? You want your Guru Maharaj's blessing, don't you? If you don't have a Guru Maharaj who you're connected to, you will go to the most next senior person who you are close to go for their blessings, because you don't want to get married without their blessings. So our natural inclination is to follow this path. You know, even when you go home and you take your prospective fiance back home, who do you present them to? You present them to your mum and dad and say, is it okay? Right? Or they already know and it's already been agreed. But there's always somebody above who we need, somebody who we respect, and we want their acknowledgement and their acceptance, don't we? They're not at the head. And it's the same thing with Guru. So I think when it comes to matters of everyday life and taking instructions from the Shastra, we have to remember, you know, we are a small institution with few initiating gurus, divided among many thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe a couple of million around the world disciples. That's a lot, yeah? With a handful of instructing spiritual masters who live in different parts of the world from their disciples. So it's impossible for them to keep in touch with them all the time. But what we do have, we have their Vani. Yes, Guru Vani. Yeah. So we can follow their instructions by hearing from them, by reading their posts online or their letters to you, understanding what kind of work they are doing. And if we can't be of direct service, we can be of indirect service. But we can still take instruction directly through their words. We have their lectures online. And I'm a disciple, say, for example, of His Holiness Radhanath Swami. Now, I was initiated, first initiation 2017, second initiation 2022. not so long ago. Yeah. And I've met Maharaj maybe when I joined ISKCON 13 years ago. And I've met Maharaj, luckily, and I say luckily, 5 times for no more than 20 minutes. And that's a lot. Yeah. Most people haven't even met him apart from the day of initiation.
Yeah.
Direct face-to-face meeting never happened. It has gone through this committee, this Shiksha Guru, that association. Yes.
Yes.
And whilst we hanker, and I do hanker for more of Maharaj's association, it's not going to happen. Because he's got 10,000 other disciples around the world to look after. And different projects like Food for Life and Govardhan Eco Village and preaching programs around the world to attend to and various other services. One man can't do all this. So he has, you know, his close associates, like Krishna, he came with all his close associates, didn't he? As the Panchatattva. Think about this in that way. Right? We're all reenacting the big act. That's all we're doing. From the moment we are born till the moment we leave this planet. But we can do it happily. You know, life throws all sorts of curveballs at us, doesn't it? On a day-to-day and a month-to-month basis, and it can get really tiring and difficult. But you know the one thing that keeps me sane? And my mum, she's sitting here right next to me, right? Me and my mum, we used to argue like cat and dog. Same with me and my dad, right? But I think even they've come to realize, put a bead bag in his hand, right? Put the deities out and I'm quiet. I don't want to bother anyone. Okay, now I'm 50-something years old, 58 years old this year in November. I'll be 58. And still I'm just realizing these things now, you know, after so many years. I joined ISKCON 13 years ago. I really found myself wanting to understand and wanting to get to know Krishna a whole lot more at the age of 46. And so I was like a little boy at 46, throwing my toys out of the pram and all sorts of nonsense. But you put Kirtan on the TV, put a bead bag in my hand and I'm quiet as a mouse. I won't bother anybody. But this is new. And even I'm now realizing, oh my goodness, I've changed in the way I do things. And the way I see things, and all because of the instructions that I've received, not only from hearing my guru, having met him, but also from my Shiksha gurus and from senior disciples, and also from association like this. Questions like the questions you ask, they make one think. And later on, after the class, you come back to those questions in my head, you know, and you ponder on them. And another reflection will present itself. And oh, why didn't I think of that in the class? But it's there for another moment. Something that I can share. And your questions are a mode through which you have shared with me. We have assisted each other in this class to grow spiritually as a result. However, it might not feel like that. Somewhere, something is going on in this wonderful construction and piece of engineering they call the human body. It is, isn't it? The whole world is a wonderful piece of engineering when you look at it. And he's tinkering away up there. He's adjusting these slides, you know. We don't know what's going on. But whatever it is, I'm so grateful that it happened to me. And that's why I feel very privileged to be able to come and share what I've learned and what I feel. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thank you.
So we met the Guru only during the initiation. After that, we just see him 2 times only for a smile, but not more than that.
Yes.
You know, we also decided
Yes.
Guru Radha Swami.
Absolutely, yes. Jai. Lovely evening. Thank you very much. Any other questions, anybody? Okay. Thank you very much for listening. Amol Prabhu, thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very beautiful class. We have it is great pleasure to hear you, Prabhuji, and your realizations and explanations. It is wonderful. Thank you so much. Prabhuji.
Thank you very much. Hare Bol, Hare Krishna. I'm gonna shoot off because I have to quickly pop out and pick somebody up from the airport in an hour. So I'm gonna now run out and make sure I'm not late. But thank you for having me.
Haribol Prabhu, thank you.
Haribol, thank you. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon.
No, just please say 3 big Haribols for Krishna Keshav Prabhu, please.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, everybody. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you all soon, I hope. Haribol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, what a lovely class. Ram Lala Prabhu, lovely to see you. And Mataji, if you're there as well. Haribol. Okay, so are there does anyone want to say anything, or shall we have the Nishingadev prayers?
Ramlala Prabhuji, would you like?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. It was a very interesting discussion actually. So I can to comment actually according to this question. Mataji's question was very quite interesting. So first thing, people confuse. Okay, I have a Paramatma on my heart, but am I qualified to hear about whether it is Paramatma is saying or my mind is saying? So we have to remember, Paramatma is our guru and mind is our cheater. So that's why we have to remember this part, because people can, okay, this is my guru is telling, my Paramatma is telling, but actually if he is not qualified, he will follow only mind, and following the mind, there is no destination, only the Maya. Mind is following the Maya and repeated birth and death. So that's why we are not certain level of, we are not qualified to hear about whether Paramatma is telling or not. First thing. Second part, quickly, it was, the question was, second question was, okay, some different devotees, different way they are telling. It is okay, this is right. People can say different way, but the intention is one. Just I can add one reference actually. Priyabrata, Canto 5, Chapter 1, text number 12. Prabhupada also clearly mentioned it there. All the Priyabrata guided by Narad Muni, don't continue your family life. Because family life, it will make you a problem, and you will engage on family life, and you will be bound of bondage. It is a cause of bondage, family life. But on the other hand, sorry, I was telling wrongly, because Narad Muni mentioned don't do family life. Yes, that is the instruction. Narad Muni, don't do that, family life. But Swayambhu Muni request to Brahma so that his son should do family life. And Brahma was telling, do your family life. So all the both Brahma and Narad Muni, both the two instruction was different, totally different. So here Prabhupada mentioned the purport. Although both are different, but they are our bona fide, they are Mahajan. Although seems to be different, but the intention is good. Intention is actually, even Priyabrata was engaged in family life, but no attachment in family life. So he can maintain family life, but no attachment. So that is he's following Brahma as well as following Narad Muni. So although both are telling totally different, not different, is opposite, totally opposite. So that's why even someone telling, but we have to understand which level we are understand to which level of devotees. That is very important. We have to careful about it. Very well.
Krishna, thank you so much, Prabhuji. It is very wonderful. And Priyavrata, so here Narada Muni and Brahma is the father of Narada Muni. So he's kind of greater authority than Narada Muni. And also when he is asked by Brahma to get married, enter into the marriage life, and Priyavrata, in fact, he has given 3 Manus who have followed. First is Swayambhu Manu, second is Swarochisha. After that, 3 Manus, they are the children of Priyavrata. they have succeeded after that. That is a great service that he has done just by hearing Brahma's instruction. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for kindly explaining that. Shridhar Govindas Prabhuji, you were saying something.
No, Prabhu, I just wanted to thank everyone. Like I just raised the question because people sometimes get confused with these things now, internal and external things. Like as we move on in our bhakti sadhana, we do have a lot of confusion regarding that. Like because I often see that most of the time we engage in the external activities more, and then we sometimes don't pay attention to the inner things, internal things, which is happening actually for our good. So that's why I just raised the questions, like, like different people will have different realizations over the time of practice. So you will be really revealed something from inner Paramatma too. So I just wanted to put into this, like, thank you very much for good explanations. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Radha Sevika Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So now we have Semi Hangma Mataji that's going to be singing the Nishingadev prayers for us today. Mataji, would you like someone to follow you?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, if anybody would like to follow.
Okay, Hina Mataji, you're new. So as Semi Hangma Mataji sings, would you kindly follow her? Would that be possible for you? The words should be on the screen.
Mm,
Do you want to have a go? Just she'll sing it. The words are here. You just follow her.
okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yes, if Mataji is comfortable only, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, is that okay?
You can actually Namaste. Can you sing actually? Sometimes I forget.
Yeah. So
yes, sure. Shall I start?
Yes, please.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Pralad Lad Daine.
Pralad Daine.
Hiranyakashipu Vakshaha.
Hiranyakashipu.
Shilatankanakalaye.
Shilatankanakalaye.
Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho.
Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho.
Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimho.
Yato Yato Nami Narsimho.
Bahir Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho.
Bahir Narsimho Hari Narsimho.
Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapade.
Narasimham Hari Sharanam Parade.
Tavakara Kamalavare Nakham Adbhuta Shringam.
Tavakara Kamalavari Nakham Adigo Singam.
Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubhringam.
Danita Hiranyakashipatanu Bringam.
Keshavadhirta Narhari Rupa जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। केशवधीता नरहरि रूपा, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव, जय नरसिंहदेव, जय नरसिंहदेव।
जय नरसिंह देव, जय नरसिंह, जय नरसिंह देव।
जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज।
जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय जय जय।
जय जय प्रभुपाद, 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद।
जय प्रभुपाद, 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद।
जय जय गुरुदेव, 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 जय जय गुरुदेव।
जय गुरुदेव, 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 गुरुदेव।
श्री श्री नरसिम्हदेव भगवान की
जय
भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज की
जय
शिला प्रभुपाद की
जय
हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण।
वृंद की
जय
जय।
Thank you so much, Semi Hangma Mataji and Hina Mataji. Hina Mataji, you
Thank
must
you,
join us
Mataji.
more. That was lovely. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yes, thank
And
you.
Semi Hangma Mataji, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. So this is a miracle that we are finishing on time. This must be the first time ever for me. Yeah, thank you everybody for joining. So obviously tomorrow we have our japa session starting at 5:30. Hope that's right. And thank you everybody for joining. May Lord Nrsingadev bless everybody and keep us all protected. Thank you so much. And yeah, amazing. Thank you.
Okay. Can we all say three Lord Haribals to Radha Mataji for kindly hosting for us? Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari
Hari Bol.
Hari
Bol.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Absolutely all your mercy, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarobhyascha kripa sindhubhyo
Sindhavascha
patitanam
Patitanang Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavavai
namo
Namo Namo
namaha.
Ananta
Ananta
Vaishnavrinda ki
Jai
jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna conscious night, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Happy Indira Ekadashi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.